Apple just dropped a wave of updates, new AirPods, new Apple Watches, as well as phones. Some things impressed me, some things felt a little bit expected, but let's break it all down. Apple kicked things off with the AirPods. We're now on to the AirPods Pro 3, and this time there's more than a few tweaks. The design got a refresh. It includes foam-infused ear tips, which are now available in 5 sizes. Apple says they scanned over 10,000 ears to nail this fit. Noise canceling took a huge leap with this update. It's 2 times better than AirPods Pro 2, and it's 4 times better than the originals. Apple's calling it the best ever for in-ear earbuds. That's a pretty bold claim. With this update, they also introduced live translation. Your AirPods can now listen to someone speaking in another language, and on your iPhone, show the translation instantly. If both people happen to be wearing AirPods, you can actually have a conversation. That feels very futuristic. Good job here with this one. The other thing Apple mentioned is these AirPods are more fitness ready. So they've improved sweat and water resistance with the IP57 rating, and they can now track your heart rate during workouts across 50 different activities. Good thing here is price stays the same at $249, and they're going to be available September 19th. Next up, Apple Watch. They started this section of the event covering stories of lives that the Apple Watch has saved. It's always powerful to see. From here, they went on to discuss the Series 11, which starts at $399. The glass is now tougher, it's twice as scratch resistant, and there's a new 5G modem that uses less power. And the reason why a lot of people get Apple Watch is for health updates. With that, they had some big announcements in this area. High blood pressure tracking is now included. It learns your baseline over roughly 30 days and then notifies you of hypertension. Apple mentioned that they're still waiting FDA clearance on this, but they're expected to have that soon. Sleep tracking also gets smarter. You'll now get a sleep score plus tips on how to improve it. And of course, there's always battery life, and Apple mentioned in this that it stays at 24 hours. With this update, the Series 11 comes in 4 aluminum case colors as well as 3 titanium colors, and it will also be released on September 19th. And then Apple introduced the Apple Watch SE model. This one starts at $249. It gets the S10 chip, and it now gets the always-on display, and it also gets the new controls like double tap. Health tracking also gets an update here. The SE now has sleep apnea detection, sleep scoring, and for the first time, fast charging is included with this particular model. Apple mentioned that 15 minutes on the charger gets you roughly 8 hours of usage. And last in the watch category, Apple introduced the Ultra 3. This one starts at $799, and it's the largest display yet with a wide-angle OLED display. This watch also gets a cellular upgrade. It supports 5G, and it has satellite connectivity in certain regions. This means that you can share your location or messages without cellular service. And to round out the updates with the Ultra 3, Apple mentioned that the battery life goes up to 42 hours. And one thing that I found interesting is the case is 3D printed and it comes in black or titanium, same as last year's model. And of course, there's the iPhone lineup. This year, Apple introduced 4 new models. They're all going to be available September 19th. The base iPhone 17 starts at $799. It comes in 5 colors. It has a 6.3-inch display and it has thinner bezels. It now also supports ProMotion up to 120 hertz. And it's much brighter at 3,000 nits. For the first time here, we hear about Ceramic Shield 2. This basically makes the glass tougher. Inside, Apple mentioned that it's got an A19 chip, which makes it faster and more efficient. And when it's paired with Apple Intelligence, that also means the AI features on the device are getting much better and include things like live translation as well as smart search. And of course, we got camera upgrades. For me, the main thing that was important to highlight here is the front camera now supports landscape selfies without rotation. Apple Intelligence is also there to help you with group photos, so no need to rotate, and it will make sure everyone looks good in the photos. This year, as far as storage, it starts off with 256 gigabytes. This one was rumored, Apple delivered on it. This is a brand new phone, and that's the iPhone Air. This one starts at $999 US. Apple claims it's the thinnest iPhone ever made at just 5.6 millimeters, but it's still strong with a titanium case. It has a 6.5-inch display, and this one runs the A19 Pro chip. Apple told it that this has performance similar to a MacBook Pro, and it also includes Apple's new Wi-Fi chip, which supports Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, as well as Thread. With the Air, we get the 48 megapixel fusion camera, which excels in low light, It has 4 lenses inside to basically frame your shots. It's also capable of dual capture, and Dolby 4K are some of the standout features of this model. And for the first time, this one is eSIM only and it's available worldwide. Finally, we get to the Pro Series models. These start at $1,999. Apple says this is the first time for a unibody iPhone design. It's stronger, it's lighter, and it's got the biggest battery ever. They added a new vapor chamber for cooling, which should help with your overall performance, as well as the antenna system is 40% faster than the previous iPhone 16 Pro version. The cameras, again, get a huge update here. All 3 are fusion cameras. You get the longest optical zoom ever, plus digital zoom up to 40 times. Apple says this is like carrying 8 Pro lenses in your pocket. And of course, we got the disclaimer from Apple that even this event was filmed on the iPhone 17 Pro, which of course is a flex. Okay, so that sums it up. That's everything Apple announced today. So AirPods that can translate in real time, Apple Watches that can warn you about hypertension, and phones that push battery, design, and camera to new levels. Of course, some of this felt evolutionary, where other parts like the global eSIM really truly did feel groundbreaking. What do you think? Which product stood out to you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you found this recap helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more tech breakdowns. Until next time.